On my birthday, I decided I wanted to try out baking a cake on our Traeger. I went with a red velvet, although I am not sure that I can call it red because I eliminated the red dye. So you will have to wait for the reveal to see the color and the slice. We try and eliminate food dyes as best we can. It can't always be avoided. Just our kids act differently after eating them, especially the red. The red, I think, is the worst. Like the behavior that comes afterwards is just night and day. So I try really hard. It doesn't mean that we don't. And me. Um, we whether we're going to a birthday party or going out for ice cream, I just try and relieve myself of that. We do this in moderation, and I just make it um, passing the knowledge on to my kids. Well, my youngest doesn't get it right now, but um, and I think that's the best we can do. So the dye is the only thing that I left out for making like a basic red velvet recipe. I did change things. I will post the recipe that I went off of and what I did in mine. So I did the same thing as I did in the strawberry cake, which I'll link that video below. But I made the butter, and then I also needed buttermilk, so it worked out for this recipe. And so I used more butter than the oil in the recipe. And next time I would probably use the full amount of oil or maybe split it in half because while the cake was rich, I think it dried out sooner than it might have if I would have used the full amount of oil. So I would take note with that. If you're eating it like the same day and there's plenty of people who are eating the cake, then using butter instead and a small amount of oil I think would be just fine because it was delicious the first night and it wasn't bad the next day. It was just it was drying out. I am wondering for anyone who is watching if you prefer a voiceover and explanation of what's going on in the video or if you prefer music or a combo of both. If you wouldn't mind commenting below, I would love any feedback. This part would be fun for littles to get involved, the vinegar and baking soda, because you get that chemical reaction. It helps with the flavor enhancement of red velvet, and then you also it helps with the cake rise and the texture. Now I'm gonna throw these in the pans, and then also I got cupcakes out of these too. So we will throw those on the Traeger and see how they turn out. Remember, I'm no professional, but I wanted wanted to show you how it's dipped down in the middle like that. It definitely needs more time, so no, you don't need to put a toothpick in there when they're dipped down. It's still, I mean, they're still not done, but they'll rise a little. I also feel like if I put the toothpick in the middle when they're like that, then they never, they like collapse and never rise in the middle. So it actually rose in the middle and it worked out. Now throwing the cupcakes on, and they turned out. I'm gonna make I decided on a buttercream frosting. I wish I would have done cream cheese frosting for this. Ended up being a little too sweet, but it wasn't bad. So if you like sweet, then I do recommend the buttercream frosting. Cream cheese, I feel like just might go better. So I definitely am gonna try that next time. Then I will cut off the top to both cakes to level it out, and then I will frost it, do the crumb coat, freeze it, and do the second coat. And I did the same thing for the top, and that just makes the second layer of frosting more smooth, and you don't have crumbs from the cake in there. When I've done my kids' birthday cakes, I will freeze the cakes, frost it, and then freeze it for a little bit, and then do the final layer. It just, frosting works better that way, it goes on smoother. I will frost the cupcakes. I'm definitely just gonna do it very simply. And then I got some sprinkles, more for the kids. Love sprinkles, so just decided to go with that. I don't know if you usually see sprinkles on a red velvet, but actually the recipe that I was inspired by had sprinkles on there, so I loved that. I decided with our kids that they would love that too. Most certainly did. Also, the sprinkles are dye-free as well. You can't find those. It's hard or expensive. These ones were from Walmart, and they actually weren't terribly priced. They actually weren't terribly priced. Everything nowadays. So you can find them. And you'll see some little fingers getting the shot wanting to help decorate, which I love. And it's not picture perfect. It's homemade and made with love. It was fun to do, and really that's good enough for me. If you've made it this far and hung in there, like and subscribe if you want to see more like this. And also please comment below if you have a preference of voiceovers or music throughout, or a combo. I would love to hear your feedback. Again, thanks for watching, and hang in there. The reveal is almost there, and I definitely would like to say you should try and make a cake, whether or not it's red velvets, but some kind of cake on the Traeger. It's fun and just different, and in the heat of the summer, it keeps your house cool. Thanks again for watching. Tune in next time.